Hey guys, M4J3FFR135 here, and welcome back to Cities in Motion 2. Last episode, you remember, we started again on sandbox mode. This is the central city, and this is the new M4J3FFR135's hub, and actually, I'm more impressed with this hub than I was in the last one we built in this city, I must admit. It's not as good as the one in East City. That is always going to be my best one, but for this, I'm quite pleased with how this has turned out. I'm quite pleased. One other thing I did want to do is... actually, do I want to do it? I kind of want to. I want to build a road from here that links up with the hub here. And that's just to try and get a bit more traffic flowing through here as well. You can see there's lots of cars actually coming through the hub, and that is perfect. And you can see they're all keeping out of the way of the bus lanes as well, which means that our transit vehicles will be able to stop at all the stops without being interrupted by traffic, and it's only when they come to this point here and this point here that they'll then go onto the main road and integrate themselves in with the rest of the cars. But that's not a problem, that is absolutely fine. Tramways, sorry. I've kind of got an idea of where I want the new tram lines to go. They might be the first ones I end up building, actually, just to try and get some money flowing in. What I wanted to do first, though, was... you see we're losing money at the moment, but I wanted to adjust ticket prices for everything except the metro and the monorail, because they're the ones that I always think do best at those prices anyway. Now I want this one to go up to 250. No, I don't. I want it to go down to 2. But I want this one to go down to 65. This one can stay at 3, this one at 90, this one at 450, and this one at 135. That's absolutely fine. Now I want to go on to this, allow 100% overcrowding, and take down the wages. So that we'll take these down to 9, leave that one at 12, and cut this one down to 10, I think. We'll do a count like that. So we're spending money on inspectors when we don't actually need to yet, but that's fine as well. Now, someone sent me a message on YouTube, somebody by the name of... hang on, let me just get my phone and I will tell you. Somebody by the name of Leon Chia. They sent me a message on YouTube telling me a little trick to do with trams, and I'm going to try it out with this route. And it's all about putting in extra depots. So I'll give you an example. This is the tramway. It's going to go across here like this, and across here, all the way along down this straight road. The tram is going to be, I think there's only going to be one, maybe 2 tram lines in this whole city, so that's not a big deal. Right, this gap here I'm going to have to fill, but I'm going to fill it with a pedestrianised street, just so the tramway can get through, like that. Minimal damage to buildings, minimal destruction required, just enough to get the line through, like so. Actually here, so I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to put the depot in here. So it's a basic one I'm going to put in, and I'm going to build it like that. And then I'm going to build the tracks going in like so. That's one end, one terminating end of the tram. The other end is going to be over this way. So we're going to have a stop there. Sorry, not stop there, track there. Some of these little side roads here I'm considering getting rid of, just to reduce the number of junctions on this section of the road. Right, tram's going to run across this bridge, straight across here like this, all the way across this bit, carries on going down. How far am I building it down to? Oh yeah, all the way through this. All the way through this. Now, I don't think having this this extra depot on the line actually affects maintenance. I think it's there purely as a turnaround point. So what it basically ends up doing is you don't have to build a huge loop of track, because you just build a depot, which I'm going to do again at this end. Oh, I had it lined up perfectly with what I wanted then for a second. That'll do, like that. And then I can build the tracks going in like so. Okay, now let's build some stops. Basic stops. I'm going to have one there and one there. Come across over here. One in the middle of this section here and one there. One, I think this bit here, like that. Another set. Yeah, I think we'll keep these ones fairly close together in this center section. Another set there. One final set on this side of the bridge there. And then we'll also have a set here. And we'll have one last set like that. And then it will go into the main area. And then on this side, so how many? That's 2 streets away. So 1, 2. Is it literally 2 streets away? Yes, it is literally. Okay, in that case, we'll have 2 here. One there, one there. Now we'll put a little gap in, one there, one there. This line's going to be shorter, of course, because it's all on the same island. Oops, got that wrong. Let me just correct that. There we go. How many more can I fit in? One more set before the depot. There's a very good chance that I'm going to end up moving this depot to maybe there. I'm not going to do that now though. I'm going to keep this as is. Okay, so there are 2 tram lines nicely set out. Got a nice straight line running straight through the middle of both parts of the city. Again, I'm going to avoid building any kind of route on this avenue slash freeway as much as I can, because again it's quiet at the moment, but as soon as the buildings start getting more dense and things like that, it becomes very, very busy. And even then, I mean, this road's starting to get more and more busy than I'm used to seeing it anyway, but still, I don't mind building on this road, mainly because I've made most of it myself. Okay, first thing we're going to do actually before we map out any lines is buy some trams. I've got £18,000 left to play with. These ones I like, the Livingston SCs, because they've got 100% service quality. I also like the Prospector Royals because they're 85%, and these ones as well, but they're incredibly expensive. In terms of price wise, I like the Scandi Tram Nuovo. They're good for me. 1,200, 70% service quality, but they're big, 30 seats per tram. So I'm actually going to buy some of these. I'm going to buy 10 of these to start off with, and then I'm going to buy probably 5 of these ones, the Scandi Tram Universe, just because of how cheap they are. I can afford 5 of them. I did buy 5, didn't I? Should have 15. Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is tram line 1, and it's going to be the Scarlet line. Just checking my spelling. There we go. Now I'm going to timetable it so that let's start at the beginning. Morning rush. So that's going to start. I'm going to change it to, actually no, 7:30 to 9:30 with a tram every hour. Vehicle size any. So then weekday is going to start at 10:30. No, it's going to start at 11. I'm going to leave an hour and a half gap, and it's going to finish at I'm going to say 3. Not a lot of time. There's only 4 hours. There's going to be a tram every 2 hours. So that's, have I got that right? Yeah, that's cool. evening rush is then going to start at 5:30. Oops. And finish at 7:30. And then if I remember rightly, that starts at 7:30. This ends at 7:30. So night time is going to go from an hour and a half after 7:30, which is 9. Oh, I forgot to change the number of... So that's going to be every hour. Right, and then night time is going to go from 9 till 5. Like that. So there's an hour and a half between each rush and the next service. The next... What are they called? Does it say what they are? Category, I suppose. Time frame. That is how many hours? 8. That's 8 hours. So... make a tram every 4 hours. Could be enough there. And again, that's on any. So I'm going to put this one on any. And this one on any. And that one also on any. So whatever trams are available. Okay, let's map out the Scarlet Line. So it's going to stop here. It's then going to come under like so. And stop at... I'm going to do the long line first. It's going to stop there. There. Here. All the way down to here. 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 You get the idea, all the way along these roads. And then it comes to this stop, it goes into the depot, and then comes out of the depot, and comes back. Now I don't know, the reason I've put the 2 stops in front of the depot is I don't know whether it actually empties the tram, goes into the depot, comes back out of the depot and reloads the tram. I've no idea if that's the case or not. If it is the case, then I suppose that's realistic, which is cool. If it isn't the case, then I suppose it's also cool because it means passengers aren't sat around waiting for too long. Right, so that's that one done. Like that. That is the Scarlet Line. So the next one we're going to do, if you haven't guessed it already, because I pretty much use the same 2 names all the time, is the Maroon Line. And this is going to be the shorter of the 2. It's going to be the one that just nips up and back again. We're going to timetable it exactly the same as the Scarlet Line. We are going to keep the vehicle sizes the same for now, although if the need becomes possible, then we'll maybe get more medium-sized trams, if not small-sized trams. Just because it's a shorter route, there's trams running more frequently, might not need big trams all the time, because they might be running half empty. Right. Same deal, come to the end here, double back. No plans to extend the tram at the moment. If I do end up extending it, it will be the Scarlet Line that gets lengthened, not the Maroon Line. The Maroon Line is pretty much going to be this same length throughout now. Okay, that's them done. And I'm looking at the time. We're coming up to 15 minutes, so I might as well end this episode now, and then the next episode we'll do some more construction. So, actually I think I'm going to say this now. I'm going to lay my hat down. I might be wrong. If I am wrong, then I apologise in advance, but I think the next episode we're going to put some buses going around this part of the city, maybe expanding over into this part of the city as well. This area of the city, this is the central hub. I'm planning on integrating 2 ideas, the central hub idea, but also in the last city, the one that made me realise that maybe campaign was becoming a bit boring, I had this kind of like satellite idea where each part of the city had its own bus depot and its own bus system. And I think actually that might not be a bad idea to implement here as well, because there's plenty of areas where you can build bus depots. So I might do that, and it'll give us opportunities to have, you know, transport interchanges. Like here, for example, we could have like a metro line, monorail line, bus line kind of interchange. And it also means that you haven't got buses travelling from here to one of these stops and then having to go all the way up, round, loop round here and come back again, because that warrants a breakdown most of the time. It also means we can have express buses, so buses that stop solely at the hub and then travel to another mini hub and then back to the hub again, just those 2 stops. Basically the possibilities are endless with that, so I'll definitely be looking to implement that kind of system. Until then though guys, I will end this episode here, so thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continuing support, and until next time, I will see you soon.